The Champions League is back, and honestly, guys, I cannot wait for this game. Barcelona versus Newcastle on Thursday night. Everybody's going to be watching this game. And honestly, Barcelona, the way that we went out last year, right? I hate to talk about it, the Inter game, seeing Raphinha's tears after the game was so sad, right? This year, guys, I'm feeling different. Barcelona, Hansi Flick, we got to get the job done. We got to do it this year. We simply have to. It's been too long since we even been in a UCL final. Barcelona versus Newcastle. This game, we're going to preview it. The English media of Newcastle United, a team that's well on their way. I rate their manager, Eddie Howe, but you're facing Hansi Flick. This is why we brought Hansi Flick, of course, to win trophies, to lead this young group, a core that I believe will win the Champions League one day. But I have to say it, Hansi Flick, I also believe he's going to be the manager that does it because he's done it before. He's a sextuple winner. And listen, man, guys, let's get straight into it. Smash up the likes, subscribe, right? I'm getting a bit emotional, but that's because Barcelona is the first game, is opening match day of the Champions League. And listen, guys, I'm trying to make this a big Barcelona community. Smash up the likes and subscribe. Get in the comments down below. Let me know your takes. What's your score prediction? Also, who would you start at the center backs? Also, who would you start as the striker? I think it's a huge debate. For those that do not watch the Premier League, man, Eddie Howe is a manager that he can set up for the one time, the one game. He beat Liverpool in a final last year in the Carabao Cup. And I could see Eddie Howe and Newcastle, if Barcelona are not on their A game, if Barcelona are not a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 performance, moving the ball quick, and you know what? The press is off. I could see Eddie Howe and Newcastle stealing points from Barcelona. I could see it. I could really see it. They are a physical team. Talk about a team that is very physical. They have guys, multiple guys over 6'4". Newcastle are a team that, honestly, if you just saw all the heights of their players, you would think that this is an NFL team, a rugby team. All these guys, 6'7", 6'6". The set pieces, guys, that's a whole other element to the game. Barcelona, we're going to have to defend well. Our pressing has to be good. Our passing also has to be good. Barcelona, this is a game that, unlike Mallorca, unlike a game like Levante, you can get away with it playing bad. I don't think that's going to happen. Barcelona, I know we're coming off a great win, right? 6-0 against Valencia, our best game of the season, but Newcastle are no joke, right? Physicality, guys, set pieces are going to be difficult. We have to defend well. We're going to have to compete in the air. They cannot be winning free headers. We have to physically compete. Our pressing, number 2, has to be very well. Our pressing today against, not today, but on Thursday has to be good. It has to be on point. We cannot be lazy. We cannot have egos like Hansi Flick said, and we have to run for each other because look what happened against Valencia when you do it right. And then also, I think that against Newcastle, our passing has to be on point. If we give away too many times in the ball in the midfield, I could see it being ugly. I could see Newcastle just using their physicality, just outpowering Barcelona because of strength, right? Barcelona, this is a game that you have to keep the ball, right? Against Levante, I believe we gave away the ball and Rayo Vallecano too much. Make no mistake about it. When we play our game, when we play as best as we can, we're almost unstoppable. We saw it last season. Which other team beat Real Madrid 4-0 at their house, at not the Camp Nou, but the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu? This Barcelona team, when they're at their A game, we're very good. But I do want to throw some news out there because I think it's very important regarding the game on Thursday because Lamine Yamal will not be playing against Newcastle United. He's not going to be on the pitch because he's still injured. He tried to make it, but you know what? With him and Frankie de Jong, I think they're both going to miss this game, and I don't want both of these guys to rush it. I don't want them to re-aggravate the injuries. And Lamine Yamal, at the end of the day, what can I do, right? I already made a video on De La Fuente. If you guys want to check it out, it was a rant. De La Fuente has no care for Lamine Yamal, Barcelona players. He doesn't care, right? He really doesn't care. But I also want to show you guys this right here because apparently Andreas Christensen will speak alongside Hansi Flick tomorrow for the pre-match conference. And this, if you don't know, if you're new to football, this tells me a lot. And usually the player that is besides the coach in the pre-game interviews, right, when they're interviewing the player, is a player that's definitely going to start. It's like a leaked player that will be starting. So this tells me that Andreas Christensen is probably going to start. It's like a 95% unless he gets injured, unless something drastic happens like he comes late like Raphinha did last game. I think he's going to start, basically, right? And I do want to also throw this out there, right? Barcelona, for the first time this season, away at Newcastle, St. James's Park, the venue is going to be bouncing up. We're going to be debuting our third kit in the Champions League. This beauty right here, the orange kit. And listen, I expect Raphinha to score, because when it comes to exotic hits and Barcelona, you know Raphinha, right? With the braids, he's going to come through for Barcelona. Let's be honest, guys. We all know a book or Raphinha goal, it's going to happen. And last but certainly not least, Hansi Flick. If I was Hansi Flick, what I think he's going to go out there against Newcastle at St. James's Park. I think Yamal Garcia definitely, right? Of course, the goalkeeper, my number one. Whenever I see Yamal Garcia, I'm just happy. I'm like, Yamal Garcia really plays for Barcelona. I should be very thankful. What a goalkeeper we got on our hands. Andreas Christensen, once again, I believe he's going to start. I think that press conference rumor, it's going to give it away. And if he is in that presser, I do believe Andreas is going to start. And I have to say it, I think it's going to be one of Andreas or Araujo for the physicality. I really believe that, because Hansi Flick, once again, he thinks about offense first. So I think Cabarsi is going to be the other center back and not Ronald Araujo. I know a lot of people are saying Araujo for the physicality, but I don't think that he's going to go with Araujo and Andreas. I can't fully see it, guys, and I understand why Cabarsi is going to play, because Frankie de Jong is out, and we're going to need Cabarsi's passing range. We're going to need Cabarsi's passing. We are. Let's be honest, guys. When Newcastle are pressing, we're going to need Cabarsi to just pick out passes to Pedri, to Casado. I think he's going to be very important. Koundé and Gerard Martin, I mean, I don't think I need to say that much. Same with Casado and Pedri. It's the guys that, I'm going to be real, with Gerard Martin, with Casado, these guys, we just have to rely on them right now, right here in the big moments. Man, I hope Gerard Martin plays well, because for his confidence, I don't think it's good, right? As much as whether you think he's good enough or not for Barcelona, I want him to play good in the big games. Otherwise, we're going to need to buy a future left back, because we didn't do it in the summer. But when it comes to the front four, I don't know if it's going to be Ferran or Lewandowski. I really don't know. I was making debates. I was making cases for both of these guys. Lewandowski, he's the guy who's been here before. He knows if there's a chance, we saw against Valencia, he will score. But also, I think Hansi Flick is really going to think about pressing. And against a physical team, I think Ferran is just going to edge it, guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys. In the comment section, would you go with Ferran or Lewandowski? But I do think Lewandowski is going to get subbed on. But I really believe, guys, I really believe Hansi Flick, the pressing, you know, the way that we pressed against Valencia, he's going to look into that and he's going to do it. But Fermin Lopez, he has to start. Hansi Flick, listen, do me a favor, right? And start Fermin Lopez, because right now, the way that Fermin Lopez is playing, I could easily see him scoring a goal. And same with Raphinha. Raphinha looked unbelievable. Raphinha looked awesome against Valencia the other day. I could easily see one of these guys, maybe both, scoring against Newcastle and Marcus Rashford, because I don't believe Ronnie Barkley proved enough. I don't believe the other guys really as wingers. I don't think Ferran could be a winger. And guys, score prediction, since it's such a big game, Barcelona versus Newcastle, St. James's, I think we're going to win, but I'm not giving a score prediction. I think Barcelona are going to win late. I think it's going to be dramatic. I think it's going to be a very good watch, very good game. It's going to be bouncing. I got hope. I really do. But I think it's going to be a late, close winner by Ferran or Lewandowski, someone of the strikers. But I do want to know, right? This is my lineup expected. What is your front three? Who do you guys think is going to score? And what is your score prediction? Let me know all of that in the comments down below. Smash up the likes, subscribe. I'm going to be live for that watch along. Visca Barça.